if you follow the crypto market, something really kind of crazy happened suddenly this past weekend. Okay, so Bitcoin was already on a downtrend from the highest, okay, the highest of high 60s that we hit a couple of months ago, and it was trending really even at the time below $30,000 a coin. But over the weekend, it jumped and was kind of flirting with that $40,000 price just over the weekend. And this might be the result of just, simple put, a short squeeze. Not a big one, but a mini short squeeze. But a short squeeze is a short squeeze because, as you can see here, Bitcoin price burns bears en route to $40,000 a coin. You can also see here Bitcoin's price fueled by short squeeze as market shrugs off theater news. And also here, massive short squeeze pushes Bitcoin closer to $40,000 per share. Crypto economy jumps 9% higher. Okay, there are some, I would say, fundamental news behind this, but ultimately, reality is kind of the big giants like Bitcoin and Ethereum, but also the altcoins kind of jumped, and pulled up all the crypto market. Now, what does it have to do with AMC stock? Guys, the thing is, when you have investors like Citadel, Virtue, all of those big hedge funds, they are also invested where they can make money. And when I'm talking money, I'm talking about big money. So the fact that we had kind of a short squeeze here on the crypto as a whole over the past weekend, if those hedges were kind of also shorting, because the whole trend on crypto lately was a downtrend. So everybody, not everybody, but most of the people were betting against prices going up, which ultimately I wouldn't be surprised if hedge funds in general also were part of that downtrend, and the price suddenly spiking from the 30s to the 40s may also have forced them to have some margin calls, or not even necessarily margin calling them, but force them to rebalance the portfolio in order to meet those liquidity requirements, either selling other stocks, blue chip stocks, or just raising much more capital. Okay, but the thing is, it is good for AMC where they are heavily shorted, because if they are losing money in other assets, in other sectors of the economy, in crypto for example, as we're seeing, it might not be a good thing for them, because they will force them to cover those short positions elsewhere. Okay, not only in crypto where prices are surging again, but elsewhere. And that elsewhere, where we all know AMC is one of the biggest, where they have so much short positions there, incredible short positions, then they might also be forced to cover. Not necessarily saying that that's what they're going to do now, but if we continue to do a surge in price for Bitcoin, and then all the crypto as a whole, as a segment, then maybe we can expect also this, ultimately with all the regulations coming, ultimately with all the bullish sentiment on AMC, the technical bounce and everything else, that might be a big mixed in concoction, prepping for the ultimate pop to happen. That being said, we still need to continue to do our part, which is buying and holding. Nothing has changed there for me personally. So guys, it just takes time. It's very simple. Back to basics, very simple. We just need to be patient, and when it does, we all know. All right, for now, I'm out.